While there was a ton of music that dropped over the weekend, the most important thing to come out of the past few days was an interview that came out with Drake, conducted by none other than the one, the only, and one of Drake's best friends, Lil Yachty. Now, while the two talked about an array of pressing topics like
If Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like right now on some just Aquaman shit, like popped out of the water, I would not be like, I would be shocked.
the moment that stood out most was Drake saying,
I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit.
with Drizzy implying that it may be the beginning of the end of his run as the most popular artist of the last decade. This brings up some pretty big questions. As the face of hip hop, what would Drake's retirement mean to the genre? How would the genre look in a world where Drake is not releasing a number one single or the best selling record of every respective year? What rapper would take the mantle of Drizzy if he's gone? And this brings us to, since 2017, hip hop has been the most dominant music genre in the world, with steady increases in the music industry's market share all the way until last year. While heavyweights like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole have kept people going deeper and deeper into hip hop's ecosystem, Drake is the one responsible for opening hip hop's floodgates in the first place. On top of their diminishing presence in the limelight, Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole do not have accessible enough music to take Drake's place, especially as they create more personal bodies of work at this point in their career. Another candidate to replace Drake could have been Travis Scott if he ever decided to release something, but we are almost 5 years separated from his last album, Astroworld, and we've still gotten no new music, so that's out the window. Maybe it could be Kanye again. Oh, wait. Yeah. Future's too old, Cardi's too weird, and Uzi's too oozy. 21 Savage? Maybe? Baby Keem? JID? Cardi B? Looking at who could take Drake's place as the commercial poster child of hip hop, you already see the problem. Artists are either too good, too one dimensional, or too lazy to replace Drake. There is nobody in hip hop right now who has that generational star quality that you just know will take over the industry, and this is not even a diss to hip hop right now. If you look in hip hop's 50-year history, there is less than a handful of artists who have been able to sit as hip hop's commercial poster child, but as the genre is the most prominent musical art form of our generation, with Drake gone and nobody ready to fill his void, will hip hop lose its dominance in the charts and dominance and relevance in pop culture? Or will the biggest artist in hip hop stepping away from the genre bring us to from the mid 2010s to now, many would tell you that mainstream hip hop has hit a creative wall, and a lot of this can be attributed to the creative practices that Drake has led. The over reliance on trap beats, the bland sampling, the bloated albums, all of these factors are reasons why, despite hip hop remaining as the most popular genre of music in the world, its market share has started to decrease after years of growth. Are people at their breaking point with the state of mainstream hip hop? And could Drake's departure actually rejuvenate the genre commercially? One thing recent history has shown us is that the market for creative, risk taking experiences is bigger than ever, and that's been reflected in Tyler the Creator's last 3 albums, Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red, and even Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. If you don't believe how successful these artists have been in creating new waves, just go ahead and look at the tours that Tyler the Creator, Playboi Carti, and Kendrick Lamar have had. They are flooded with young fans who are enjoying these new cultures and these new waves that they're building. They're enjoying the creative liberties, and it's reflected in the numbers. Tyler the Creator had the highest grossing tour of the post thing that I can't mention because YouTube will demonetize this video era. And Playboi Carti's concerts have created a whole culture in itself. And looking at Carti's impact, it's already created an entire subgenre in trap. Could this be the next wave? The tides are turning slowly, but can the end of Drake's run start a new age for creatives in hip hop? There may not even need to be a face of rap music anymore, as the decentralized state of music as a result of the streaming era may just have fans want hip hop music as more of a creative entity, bringing us exciting new albums out of left field constantly. Without Drake, and without the mainstream and the somewhat redundant sounds that he has brought, the hierarchy of this commercial driven sound crumbles. Many of the artists in his circle that are riding off of his wave cannot exist without his ecosystem, and maybe with the turn in tides, smaller artists who are making better albums will have a better chance to shine. As we look at it now, Drake's retirement from hip hop can be a really good thing, but it also could turn out to be an awful thing. When it comes to which of these scenarios will come true, there is really no way to tell what will happen in the future yet. The music industry as a whole is in uncharted territory in this digital age, and if Drake steps away from rap and even MCs like Cole and Kendrick follow him in the near future, we don't know if there will ever be another truly dominant Big Three due to how separated and how individualized the way we consume music is. While I don't think hip hop will die or even lose its spot as the number one genre of music if Drake hangs it up, I do think the entire art form will be challenged creatively to enter its next chapter with his departure. In the safest of possibilities, Drake does not walk away, and all of this situation just remains a big what if. And in the most out of left field possibilities, we will be in a new era of hip hop for the first time in really over a decade. We can really be seeing a new era of stars emerge and even a new sound that can take over like never before. So what do you think? Will Drake actually retire in the near future, or will he continue his run at the top of the charts? Let me know your thoughts on everything discussed in this video, and if you have made it to this point, give yourself a pat on the back and slam that subscribe button as we got even more hip hop content on the way. Thank you for watching. Mr. F, Fantastic Hip Hop, signing out. Have a great day.